And a good Saturday morning, curling fans. This is the Utica Curling Channel. I'm Roger Light, and I'm here with Tim Crofton.
Hello, Roger.
And we're going to bring you draw 10 action from the U.S. Women's Curling Association National Bonspiel, their 73rd. And our feature game today will pit Detroit 1, skipped by Melissa Turbo, against Arden Hills, skipped by Paula Armstrong. And Detroit will be playing with the Red Rocks, Arden Hills with the Blue Rocks, and we're about to get underway. For those of you who are not already familiar, these are 10-end games. Some of the front ends were looking a little tired this morning.
Yes, they were.
After about 9, we're back on the air with you after a little delay for an extra end game. A very dramatic win by Circle City with their last stone to nab the win.
So here we go. We're underway. Jenny Levy throwing lead rocks for Detroit.
And we know Jenny from several encounters in mixed doubles. She's a very fine mixed doubles player, and she and her husband Ben won the Triangle mixed doubles event this year. And that center guard overcurled a ton.
Yeah, turned into a corner guard.
A little bit of a gift for Arden Hills.
First end, Ice Crew's was out there busy trying to get all 6 of our sheets ready for this next draw. About a half an hour in between turns here. So this is Linda Turner for Arden Hills with her first. Looks like this is certainly guard weight.
Kind of returned the favor for Detroit. They gave them their center guard they're supposed to have, so we got the right rocks with the wrong colors in the right places, right?
And Melissa Turbo looks like she's asking Jenny to pull one in. Thanks for that center guard. I'll go around that. First end, always a little sticky out there. Fresh pebble.
And this is the second draw on a fresh scrape this morning. We'll break out the old trusty stopwatch here in a few rocks, see how our ice is running. If I get the stopwatch out, I'll pretty much guarantee they'll be throwing some hits.
That's right. The draws will disappear as soon as the stopwatch comes out. Okay, so here's Linda. She's going to try to come the other way. Left-handed curler. Not too many of those. About 10% of the population, I think, is left-handed.
This weight looks pretty close.
Yeah.
A little stiff this first end. That was about 13 hog to hog. It should speed up to around 15. That's just behind T-line. Ice will change quickly here with 6 sheets going.
Mm-hmm. And this is for Detroit, Stephanie Whitmere. I think I got her name right. Is that right?
Whitmore.
Whitmore. This one's running through. Okay, so Arden's bringing another one in. This one looks like it's going to be down to the other. Yeah, a little pushback. Okay, 2 behind tee. Nice little nest there for Detroit to tuck into. This one's coming in.
Coming in nice.
Yeah.
Trying to push it just to get a little more curl.
Yeah.
Going to be a touch heavy.
Yeah.
That'll be wide open. Chance for Arden Hills now to hit and roll away.
It's Maureen Gay for Arden Hills. This one's running out a little bit. Should come back. Looks like the weight was enough to bring it back.
Going to be just through the ring's weight, if that. Over curling.
Yeah.
Just T-line. Well, that blue rock's not going anywhere very soon.
Looks like that nestled in there for a shot, isn't it?
It did.
Yeah. So is this Diane Jankowski? So he's coming down to the red still outside a little bit, so.
Picking up really quickly. I just got a split time of 3.8 on that. Which seems really fast as her ice has been.
Yeah.
I'm used to throwing either 4.0 or 4.15 on most club nights.
Yeah, first end. Of course, we've had a few rocks going down this line.
Yeah, this is going to pick up, I think. Players will have to be on their toes to adjust quickly.
Okay, this is Lisa Rudolph for Arden Hills.
Just looking to add one to the pile here. This was tracking a bit too.
Okay. Pushes the red out the back, so blue's hitting 3.
Still a little pocket to nestle in.
Yep.
Gonna rock right in there.
Yeah, it looks like Melissa's tightened the ice up a little bit for Diane. Everything's been running a little wide on that line, so weight looks good on this shot. Sweeper's staying off of it. There they go.
Are they by?
Looks like they're by. I think they're down into the right end of the pin. Just a touch over curl. Push that blue back a bit. I don't know, shot rock.
Second
still
rock.
blue.
Second rock. Yeah, got about 25 seconds on the run time there, so this path has come right up to speed.
First end looks like we're building a nest down here, Roger. 5 in play right now. Looks like we're going to have a 6th. Not going to be a big scoring end.
Well, as they would say down south, the 4-foot is full as a tick now. Arden Hills is shot, but Detroit is sitting second. Sandwiched in between a couple of Arden Hills Blue Stones.
Yep. So this is Melissa Turbo for Detroit. Looks like she's going to try to chip out that in the outside of that blue and maybe.
Looks like there might be a little in-off right to the red. Don't know if there's enough room to get inside. This looks pretty good.
Yeah. Nose? Just off
Just
nose.
inside, going to get a little roll under. Very nice.
Okay, so Paula Armstrong now up for Arden Hills. It's looking like draw weight broom to me, Roger.
I think they indicated they might want to guard this up. Basically conceding, making only one here this end.
Yeah, I don't think coming in on that side you could outcount the second rock for Detroit.
You need a piece of the button.
Yeah. It's like plenty of weight. Okay, so this is running back 8.
Not sure there's much you can do to improve your position. If you're Detroit.
This has got a very interesting looking stabilizer. I haven't seen that kind of style before.
What's it made of? Is it wooden?
I don't know if it's wood or metal. Might be metal.
It's almost artistic.
Mm-hmm. Very high. Keeps her very high.
Where's this one going?
This one looks like it's going to make contact with the red on the top of the 4. Maybe a little tick. Oh, just came up short.
I don't think there's much.
No.
For Arden Hills.
Not a lot of options for Paula at this point.
Might do more damage than good. I think they're looking at throwing this rock away. Learned something about this line on the outer part of the sheet. And they're pulling all the rocks away. Arden Hills is going to concede the fact they can only score 1 this end, but they do score, and they lead 1-0 after 1. So Detroit will have the Red Rocks and the last rock in the second end.
So let's take a look at some of our other sheets. St. Paul on sheet 3 took 2 to be up over Nutmeg. On sheet 4, we've got Composite Wisconsin, who took 2 after one end. And on sheet 5, Composite West up 1. And then over on sheet 6, Denver up 2 after one end. Nothing hung on sheet 1 yet, and I didn't see it, so I'll let you know what that is as soon as those get posted.
And just checking our games this morning at our 11:30 draw. All of these games are loser out games, or lout games, as we would say. So all these teams need to win to stay in the tournament. We've got 4 B event games going on.
So when are the next draws today, Roger?
The next draw today is at 3 p.m. Those will be the A semifinals.
Okay.
And those should be crackers of games, I think. So really good teams. We've watched, I think, all of them so far, and they've looked quite good, as expected. So we have 4 quarterfinal B event games going out there this morning in this draw. And we've got a couple of D event quarterfinals going on. And they're labeled on your scoreboard in the center of the screen.
And Roger, all of the board can be found on our website, uticacurlingclub.org. Is that correct?
Correct. So you can always find the latest results for your favorite team. Go to uticacurlingclub.org and click on the link to team schedule and results. And you can find out who is where in this event.
It's great. We've had some good feedback from our spectators with the new cameras that were installed this summer. Gives us some really crystal clear visibility to the sheets. 4 cameras on each sheets 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So you get the long view and you get the house view, along with some good graphics too in the center of the screen that you see.
Yeah, you well know what it takes to put those up. You were here helping to hang steel. And
it's very warm in July in the Utica Curling Club.
And especially up in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Arden Hills with a couple in the house and Melissa doing a little cleanup.
Yeah, Jenny missed her first takeout, so a chance to redeem herself here. This is not heavy.
Okay, so a little hit and roll over, wide open for Paula to do a little housekeeping on her end. So as you said, Roger, all of the sheets being timed for this event. So we have a slew of volunteers, local volunteers helping us out with that.
Each team gets 38 minutes of thinking time, just like the big boys and girls. And one thing they don't get, oh, another missed hit. Getting caught by the curl there. And the only thing these guys don't get is a 5-minute break at the 5th end, so I feel a little sorry for the front end. They only get a minute per end. They got to place 10 ends straight through.
I think that's on the pro circuit. That's one of the most popular curling questions. Is like, what do you snack on during the break? Try to keep your energy up. I think bananas are one of the most popular subjects.
Well, if you're on the Swiss team, they always have chocolate. There's a nice
nose
firm weight hit,
Yep.
and now Detroit sits 1 and 2.
Yeah, you can't beat Swiss chocolate.
I forget which team it was in the Scotties. They were showing a picture of their spread for the 5th end break, and it looked like a feast. I wouldn't be able to curl after eating that. But then again, those teams are just pounding it end after end, so they're probably burning all those calories off.
Okay, a little more up weight shot here from Arden Hills. Gets a little tick on the back, but allows them to sit second or first and third shot. So no guards up, so this is the hit game on the second end.
Nice open end. I like playing this with hammer. Really not much risk. Probably can't get more than 2 here. Get another really firm weight shot. This is not going to hang around, though.
No. So second end gives each member, they're playing these hits, so it gives everybody those up weight shots. Get used to the ice. Of course, they've been playing, as you say, they've been playing at least once a day for the last few days, so they should have all their lines and all the jitters worked out at this point.
Of course, if they haven't played sheet 2 yet, there's just kind of a whole nother lesson to learn. Those of us who curl out of this club know that sheet is a little interesting.
Has its own characteristic or two. So everything behind the tee line now, and Melissa calling for tee line.
Just want to draw above these blue stones to use them as potential catchers. Make removing their stone just a little more difficult. And you're playing good teams. You can't wait for misses. You might have a long wait, but you can certainly help them. You can help create some misses by making their shots a little more difficult. So drawing above.
Good weight on this stone. It didn't curl as much as I think Detroit wanted to come over a little bit further in front of the outside blue.
Still a nice spot. It's not as straightforward now to remove the stone. Got to watch all the jams. I don't think they're going to try hitting it. I think they're just going to draw to it.
Yep. Weight looks close. Just going to watch the curl here. Sweepers on it, carrying it.
Trying to walk it over.
Looks like this is going to come up short. Melissa indicating where she wants connection to happen with the stone.
Looking for a normal weight here. Something firm. We'll hit this a little high side if they can. Don't want to jam this.
Yeah, this one moved quite a bit.
Just tight, I think, right out of the hand.
Yeah.
Well, they're still talking about how to get rid of that red stone. That's,
Yeah.
I say it's removable, but those catchers in the back, you know, do sow doubt.
Yeah, I mean, you're not even worried about keeping your shooter, are you? If you, as long as you want to push that red out the back.
Yeah,
Make
you
sure
could-
you
you
avoid
could-
the shooters. Or
Yeah,
the
you could hit and
backers.
roll out here would be
Yeah.
fine. You'd be sitting 3.
Still sitting 3, yeah. Oh, over on sheet 1, I will, just to let you know, Broomstones is up 1 over Madison after the first end. So Lisa's got the broom, Paula's in the hack. Looks like she's going to play a little bit of a downweight shot from normal. Try to keep the shooter maybe. Get hit on the outside, get a nice roll out the back. Stick around.
Paula Armstrong with her first here. Looking to get rid of shot stone.
Looks good.
They did the job.
Can't tell. I don't think that red is, it's hard to tell. I don't think that red's biting, do you?
It's not, but it's
No.
kind of in that dead zone. It's
Yeah.
hanging on to the back line.
Something to trip over.
Yeah, the old trip hazard. It's a potential jammer, though. Yeah, I think the smart thing is get rid of this rock on the top 8.
Yep. Yep, Detroit with hammer on this end, so this is Melissa's first.
Maybe hitting flop just an inch here to the outside would be ideal.
Shots off, looks good. Looks like it's curling up a little bit. Play on the outside. Oh. Okay, so it looks like blue sitting 2.
House is wide open. And a question of where to put this rock just to be an annoyance.
I mean, you don't want to be too deep. And, I mean, you don't want to play a freeze on anything in the back. So, yeah, stay in front of those catchers.
Yeah, it's more of a question of, you know, where do you put this rock to make it the most difficult to hit and stick. So if you happen to know a really bad spot in the ice, like a run or a curly spot, it might be a good spot.
Yeah, I found a few of those, and sometimes it seems like there's a force field around some of those rocks. You can't seem to get to them, even though they're wide open. All right, this is going to come in. Top 12.
That might just force a draw. Because I don't think you can hit that rock and be shot. So job done. So this would be an expensive miss. So this is one of those examples. You're not stealing the end, but you might as well make this as expensive as possible.
Right.
So this is just a straight draw. Need at least full 12.
Don't be light. Don't be heavy.
Yep, sweepers just need to sweep for T-line. This is just like Sunday afternoon practice.
Sweeper's just cleaning right now.
Weight looks pretty good. Starting to come down. Weight really checked up, but that's going to be enough. So,
Yep.
Well done. Nice draw against 3 for her single. And that ties up the game 1-1. Arden Hills with the Blue Rocks will have the hammer in the third end.
1 for 1, trading them off. Looking around the sheets, I don't see any score for the second ends yet, so we'll update those as they become available.
Give us a chance maybe to start introducing our teams. So let's start with Detroit 1. Melissa Turbo is the skip. Home club is Detroit from Royal Oak, Michigan. She's in her 10th season of curling. And what she does when she is not curling is to think about curling. Now there is somebody who likes curling,
It's
right?
dedicated.
Yeah, there you go. I can't say that I'm not in that same category. So she likes to spoil her French bulldog Mason, or Maison. And she likes to beat her wife at backgammon for shoulder massages. Self-employed massage therapist. That's a very good person to have in your curling team, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
She says hello to Shelley and Leanne, wife Tiana, son Henry, mom, dad, sister Rachel, and anyone at the Detroit Curling Club. That's skip Melissa Turbo. Diana Jankowski is the third from Allen Park, Michigan. Also curls out of Detroit, 14 years of curling. She likes to run, play softball, hang out with her dog Julio, or Julio, not sure which. Go to concerts. Says hello to mom, sister, brother-in-law, nieces, Callie. Yep, I got that right. They gave me a little pronunciation guide. Kinsley and all their friends in the Detroit Curling Club. So that's the back end of Detroit. We'll introduce the rest of the team as the game goes on.
So Arden having a little tick off the guard here, so Melissa trying to draw one in here, coming down the right-hand side. Asks Jenny to get that job done. She's a mixed doubles player. She's used to these come-arounds.
I was going to say she's deadly with these in mixed doubles and just doesn't miss.
Yeah, maybe the ice might be a little quicker than.
Yeah, it's full up to speed.
Yeah.
I think it was getting 15-2 for T-line. So we're up to 26 and a half. T-line to stop at, or hog to T-line at the other end.
This one looks like it's going to make contact with that guard. Just off nose. A little promotion under the rings. Leaving that stone wide open.
Yeah, I kind of like getting rid of that blue stone.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't know if Melissa was looking for a draw first or just saying that's where she wants the shooter to wind up. So Stephanie Whitmore on the takeout.
Got to be careful up weight on this side of the sheet. The rocks will tend to sail out here. If you've been watching our broadcast all week, we've been harping on this. And so if any of the teams are listening, if you're on the sheet 1 side of sheet 2, watch your weight. And don't be wide.
Yeah, and coming the other way, coming from the far end back towards the glass here, is a little bit of a feature outside of the 2 foot.
Yep, there's a little feature. It doesn't curl in the middle, curls on one side and curls on the other side, but not down the 4 foot line. There are a lot of skips have gone to die trying to curl down that 4 foot line with their last rock, including me. So even though you know it's there, sometimes you got to play that spot, but there's no curl.
So guard up for Arden Hills. Looks like Detroit's going to try to run that center line guard back.
Well, Stephanie can certainly bring the weight for this for sure. This looks close.
Good shot.
Oh, so close. Need to curl up just a ½ inch more. Open up shot stone. Kind of a reversal of roles here. We've got the Hammer team guarding up the middle and the non-Hammer team clearing the center guards.
Oh. I think we had looks like we've got a timeout going on.
Something happened.
Teams do get a timeout, don't they?
Or no timeouts.
No timeouts?
So that's kind of another feature which is a little unusual because those timeouts actually give you another 30 seconds if you think about it. So these teams are playing with a shorter time than they do at the pro level.
So this is plenty of room past that guard. Pulling it behind T.
Got it buried, but well behind T. Getting rid of a rock is the order of the day here without Hammer. Could get a nice roll here. Beautiful.
Yeah. Nice shot, Diane Jankowski. So Paul is still trying to block up that center line. No, she's going to pull that in the other side.
And she's sitting 1. We've got the last rock, so getting around the corner would be good here.
Sweeper's dragging this one along.
This looks really good if they can get shot. It looks like they are. Very nice, right around the corner. Now some pressure.
So didn't see, is Melissa following this down?
Yep, they're going to try to come right down to that rock that was just thrown around the corner. This one looks a little on the heavy side. Can stick another one behind the corner.
Sure. Do you worry about
Nothing wrong with
the
it.
Detroit or the Detroit stone at the 8-foot?
Maybe hard to get to. You're going to have
Yeah.
to push it to the right. Almost seemed like they would push it in the open. This is going to crack the guard. That's not going to be ideal. Now it's the golden opportunity for Detroit to tap up behind
Yep.
cover. Yeah, I thought Arden Hills would just sink another one behind the corner guard and sit 3.
Yep. So now a chance for Detroit to do that tap up into the 4-foot guarded, and then they still got that corner guard over on the side they could do something with. And for Melissa's second shot, she might even be able to clear out that if they don't cover the blue on in the 8-foot, might get a little hit and roll over that.
Yeah, I think you can get to it now.
Yep. Making contact. Little raise. Nice shot. Still above tee.
Looks like a tough run back, too. Can't really see enough of the target stone to run that straight back.
Nice weight shot. Good weight, good line. Kept it above tee. Looks like Paul's going to be coming down the other side.
So would you ever just try to drive this through, like,
Boom, boom.
well, if you could hit and roll there and get rid of this one, you open up shot stone. You sit 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Now Detroit would have to come around and sink another one to sit 1, 2 to prevent a disaster. But they'd have to make a shot. Right now they're comfortably buried. If you don't put this draw on the pin, that's not easy coming through that port.
No.
I'm not sure what options you have to score with your last.
It's got a curl.
Just riding the line there.
Yeah. Okay, blocks up the left side. Melissa's ready to go.
And I think the right side is about to be blocked.
Last stone for Detroit. Sweepers look like they're trying to hold this out.
Yeah, it's going to overcurl. They're trying desperately to hold this out. bump another one in.
Yeah.
They're going to bump a second one in? Oh, my goodness. They did.
Nice shot. Wow.
Now they sit 2 buried.
Melissa Turbo. She's on turbo power today, I think. 2 nice rocks.
How do you score? Can't. Now you're looking to hold them to 1. Could run the red.
How about the center line blue rays? Back into the.
A lot of catchers, right?
Yeah. Gives you a little. There's a little forgiveness there
That
on
looks
angles.
that looks like the winner. Actually, you get lucky. You could crotch hit those 2 reds, right? You could score 3.
Get a double.
You could score 3.
It's
Straight back.
there. It's not the easiest shot in the world, but
I like that. It gives you a chance at something. Hit that anywhere near the nose, you're going to get one of the reds out for sure. Good spot. That looks pretty juicy.
here we go. Hammer stone. Third end. Got a curl.
Might jam a third one in.
Oh boy.
They did. Jammed it in for 3. Steal of 3 for Detroit. 2 absolutely great raises by Melissa Turbo. Set up that end. I don't think they ever looked at that long blue raise.
No, I mean, she didn't have the ice for that. So taking a look around the other sheets, on sheet 1, Madison and Broomstone still tied at 1-1 after 2. On sheet 3, St. Paul is now up 5-0 over Nutmeg. Over on sheet 4, Comp Wisconsin is up now 5-0 over Coyotes. Did I say that right?
Yep,
Coyotes.
they're out of Phoenix.
Okay.
Yep.
On sheet 5, Comp West is up 4-1 over Green Mountain. Are they from Vermont?
They are. They actually curl out of the Border Curling Club just over the line in Canada. So technically an arena club that curls out of a Canadian club.
And on sheet 6, Denver is up 6-0 over Schenectady after 2 ends. You can smell lunch, Roger. It smells good.
It does. The Green Mountain had one of the best summer spiels, kind of just crazy summer spiels I've been to. They had what they call a het spiel. So you throw your name in a jar for a position, and after everybody shows up, and then they start pulling teams out of the jars.
Oh, that's fun.
So
you play with your own team as far as position. It's your team, but just different positions.
Well, so you know, they divide the participants up into skips, thirds, seconds, and leads, and then they just start pulling names. And first 4 names are one team, and the next 4 names are another team, and so on. So as luck would have it, they pulled my wife and I on the same team. It's like, nope, not happening. We do that enough at home. So one of us got thrown back in, and they got rearranged.
Oh, that's fun. Sounds like a fun
But
spiel.
it was fun. So you didn't know who you're going to curl with.
Yep.
And it was on arena ice in the summer. They just put the hockey ice in. It was extremely wonky. And they had
Slow?
It was very slow. They had 2 sets of good rocks, and they had 2 sets of really bad rocks. And good fun was had by all. We had a tunnel down one of our sheets that if you got into the gutter, you would never get out.
Mm.
But those guys could read ice like no tomorrow. I'm telling you, they could find every little divot and run and valley in the ice.
I guess being an arena curler builds that strength. Looks like Linda just put up another guard. Melissa calling for board weight, trying to get rid of this blue, push it back. Sweepers are on this one hard, holding it. Just ticked. Looks like blue's still shot. Paul Armstrong now looking for the raise. This one's got plenty of weight.
Good raise weight, wrong line. Now Stephanie Whitmore for Detroit. She also hails from the Detroit Curling Club from St. Clair Shores. She's been curling for 7 years. Boy, I wish I could throw the weight she can throw after 7 years. Wow. If she's not curling, she enjoys hugs and snugs with her puppy Dexter. Plus yoga, running, and crafting.
Yoga's got to be good for curling.
Yeah, all that flexibility, right?
And core strength, yeah.
Says hello to her husband Duncan, family, and the Detroit Curling Club family watching. And of course, we've already talked about Jenny Levy. She's the lead for Team Detroit. Detroit is their home club, but they also curl out of Bowling Green and Kalamazoo. Now there is somebody who likes curling. They live in Ypsilanti, Michigan. 13 years curling. And when she's not curling, she enjoys napping, which she'll probably really enjoy after these 10-inning games. Working out, watching TV, spending time with family and friends, and going to concerts.
Oh, we just had a very narrow port made.
Port navigated.
Yes.
Jenny says hello to her parents, Mary and Harry, husband Benny, and all her curling family out there. So that's your Team Detroit. We'll catch Arden Hills as we in the next couple of innings.
So Detroit stacking up now a couple here in the house. Everything's above tee. Looks like they're getting a little bump here. Wow. This one's just going to slip a little deep. Still sitting 3. Okay, here's Lisa Rudolph.
Need to do a little cleanup here on aisle 2.
Yep, gets him a little roll in. Nice.
It's the second rock.
And Detroit calls for the draw. A little bit of a 3-stone wall built up there.
Yeah, they don't like to wait on this.
Starting to curl. Looks like that's out. Okay, so Paul's got a chance here to get rid of shot. This over curl. Yep.
We arranged things a bit, but didn't change the situation much. Arden Hills is still second shot. I think at this point, you might want to just get rid of the Arden Hills rock.
Yeah, I think that's what Melissa and Diane are talking about right now. I think Melissa likes the raise, though.
Yeah, you've got a lead here. I just hate leaving blue rocks in play, and they've got
Yep.
2 on the rings.
Yep.
It's one of these situations where you're kind of one shot away from dropping 2 or 3. If you make the raise here, you're sitting 1-4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 1-3, I guess.
Yeah.
It looks like they are playing the raise here.
Looks light. Okay, so get guard out of it. Guardian shot rock, so Paul is probably thinking, I'm just going to draw in. Out here, just mid 12 foot for the line.
Gonna try to hook one around her own corner guard there. Just come in behind.
So draw attempt for Paul Armstrong. It's close. Gonna get it on recover. Nice T-line weight. Paula's got an interesting stabilizer as well. She's got a system hooked up to her broom, kind of a leg system. So some interesting stabilizer options. I think somebody engineered some thought into that one too. So nice draw by Paula, just behind tee line to sit shot. She's won. Detroit is second, so Melissa's going to try to draw down to that. Of course, Arden Hills Blue has the hammer in this end.
Yeah, Melissa would like to cut down the scoring area here by freezing or drawing just above shot stone. This one just looks too heavy.
It's starting to curl now. Looks like she might get to it.
Checking up.
But it's going to be, might bounce off to the side. Okay, so I think this is hammer stone for Paula. So if she makes this, looks like she can score 2.
Just a draw for the deuce here. No reason to hit that red stone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's drawn in. Yep.
Just follow her first rock down. Well, they might have to hit the red rock. This was pretty heavy. Going to be good enough. Nicely done. And that's a 2 spot for Paula Armstrong and Arden Hills. So they narrow the gap to 4-3.
Okay, looking around the sheet, over on sheet 1, we've, after 3 ends, Madison is up 3-1 over Broomstones. Sheet 3, after 3 ends, 5-0. St. Paul over Nutmeg. On sheet 4, trying to see this, Roger. Is it 2?
Looks like it's 5-2.
Can you see it? Okay.
Composite Wisconsin over Coyotes 5-2 after 4.
Sheet 5, Composite West up 4-1 after 3. And then over on sheet 6, Denver still 6-0 over Schenectady. That's through 2.
And they are playing their 4th, so I don't know what happened to their 3rd end. They haven't hung the score.
Yep. Got to get on those vices to hang those scores.
Arden Hills, let's get to know that team. Linda Turner is their lead. St. Paul, Minnesota. Curled for 10 years. In the winter, she likes to ski and cook. Good choices. Enjoys gardening, biking, and hunting mushrooms spring through fall. A very good person to know, especially if they're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Says
like
hello.
Fresh mushrooms.
You bet. Says hello. Make sure, as long as you know which ones, right? That's a really important skill.
Very important.
Yeah. Says hello to Jem, Ian, and the Arden Hills Karen Lassies. The Arden Hills second is Maureen Gay. Curls out of Arden Hills and St. Paul. Hometown's Webster, Wisconsin. Curled for 38 years. Hope I make it that long. And when she's not curling, she enjoys the lake and the North Woods and genealogy. Says hello to Dave and Matt.
Okay, so Detroit with hammer. in our fifth end. Arden Stone just going to the back 8. Sweeper's pulling this over.
Really nice weight from Jenny Levy. 14-8 hog to hog, so it is super quick. That's just behind T-line. Shot rock right above Arden Hill Stone.
Arden Hill's on their way down to it. Looks like this is overcurling a little bit.
And the weight was perfect. It just overcurled a smidge.
Well, not all those stones are exactly the same. They have a little bit of variability to them. So one of the things people ask me is well, all the rocks are exactly the same weight, aren't they? I'm like, no, they are not. And they all have different curl to them.
Hopefully not too much different.
Yep.
But they're not identical. I think when I match these up sheet to sheet, there's probably as much as a half-pound variation between the heaviest and lightest rocks on the sheet.
Nice shot there by Detroit.
Locked right on. They sit 2.
Looks like we're making some contact.
Need to rearrange the rocks a little bit here.
Boom, boom.
Not bad.
Nope. So Arden sitting 2-3.
And red shot stone's looking a little bit vulnerable.
So how's Detroit score multiple here, Roger? Got to get rid of those blues. Scoring circle's getting pretty tight.
I think you hit a half a rock here, you're going to spill 1 blue out and 1 blue over.
Yep.
I think they're just looking to clear up their forefoot a bit. Probably want to hit this top blue a little thin.
I think it's over curling.
Gonna wreck on the red. Need a little more weight, probably. I think you can pick the red one off. You can also run the blue one in. They got lots of choices here.
Yeah, I think I'd like to pick. I'd like to pick the red. Just maybe
that.
you can get both of them out.
Yeah, I think so. Your blues are in pretty good position.
Yeah, they're above tee.
Coming up nice.
All right.
Picked it clean.
Yep. pushed one out.
And that leaves Arden Hills sitting 1 and 2. Could probably double those off, though.
Nice shot by Lisa Rudolph. Very surgical. Couldn't be wide, couldn't be narrow.
Could be a bit ugly here, though. Those blue rocks are open, so if you double these off, red would be sitting 5.
Sweeper's holding line on this.
You need to let this come up. Need to get to nose on this. It's going to jam one of the blues in.
Okay.
Leaves Arden Hills hitting shot. But Detroit sitting 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yeah, I like this call, like top 8 center line. Even a little, well, you got that. You got the Detroit stone back 4, counting 2nd stone. But I think you've got to protect shot rock.
Boy, I want a 2nd rock in here. I hate guarding lonely shot rock against 3 enemy counters. The only thing going for you is that you're in front of rock on the back 4, but still. If you come in the rings, they can just hit and roll and sit 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th on you. It kind of just gets worse and worse. I mean, this one's heavy. Oh, goodness gracious. Trouble brewing now for Arden Hills.
So Detroit now is just going to pick shot out. And even if they lose the shooter, they're still sitting 3.
Still sitting 3.
Looks good. Looks like a good shot.
And they picked it clean.
Okay, so Arden Hills, what do you think, Roger? Freeze down to the back 4?
They're down to the last 2 potatoes here, so
yeah,
they're not going to hit their way out of this with 2 rocks to go, so they're looking at the freeze.
Yeah, get something in there that can't be removed. Reduce that scoring circle. Freezes is the hardest shot in curling, though, they tell me, Roger.
It is. Got to get weight in line perfect. And in this case, corner freeze just doesn't really help at all.
No.
You have to be nose frozen here.
No, Detroit with hammer can even have a little bit of flexibility if they do get a corner freeze in that back 4. Come at it with some weight.
Yeah, just double them out, keep the shooter, and still sit 3.
Yeah. Although the pros make those freezes look really easy.
That's why they're pros. We're not.
That's right. That's right.
We never make them look easy. They do look pretty when you make them.
Yeah. Or sometimes I get one by luck and I just say, I meant to do that.
So I'm trying to come over, but it's going to bounce. Oh, it locked up pretty good. That came down quickly. I thought that was going to bounce for sure. Hit this a little bit on the in the right side. There should both stones should fly. With weight, nose will make it. Or if you hit it just a little bit on the right-hand side.
And sit for 3.
Yeah, Melissa's going to play this tight so it can cross over. Hit it just a shade low side, and she'll be able to pick that blue one off and hopefully keep the shooter. It would force Paul Paula Armstrong to throw that freeze again. First things first, got to make this one. First words were, whoa, that didn't sound good. It is curling. Got to go hard now for a piece. They might be able to pick it clean. Yeah, they pretty much picked it clean. That's not bad. So well done.
So it didn't hold the shooter, but the stone in the back 4 didn't move back very far, so they still were able to sit 3. It's a good shot.
So Paula's got to make the freeze again. Really needs to put this right on the nose. And the good news, even if this freeze is perfectly made, there's still a draw for 1 available since all these rocks would be behind tee line.
A lot of rotation on this rock.
It's got a ton of curling to do.
Yeah.
And that one's just got a little too much. So now an open draw for 4 to bust this game wide open. Alyssa Turbo skates back. She can draw to her own stone in the back.
Okay, looks like she threw this one to the sweepers. Coming out for a little extra help. I don't know. Didn't make it.
Came up short. Had some backing to draw to, but it is a score of 3. So Detroit leads 7-3 after 5 ends.
So on sheet 1 after 4, Madison is up 6-1 over Brimstones. In our sheet 3 nutmeg game, oh, got a couple of people in the way. We'll go over to sheet 4 as 6-2. Wisconsin over Coyotes. Got to pronounce that correctly. On sheet 5, Comp West just hung 3, so they're up 7-1 over Green Mountain. And then on sheet 6, Denver after 4 up 8-1 over Schenectady. And on sheet 3, St. Paul after 4 is up 6 over Nutmeg. All right, so Detroit putting up putting the guard out. Paul is asking Linda Turner. Pull one in. Looks like it's by the guard. Nice weight. Good shot. Nicely buried. Melissa Cohn for the center line guard. Looking at about 4 feet of curl. Looks like they got the weight. Looks like they can get a little bump back here, or it comes down to a freeze, a little corner freeze. Nice. Welded those two together. Good sweep by the front end. Okay, Arden Hills. Line looks good. Starting to curl hard now. Looks like they're going to do a freeze, maybe a little bump. Little bump. Just rolls off to the side.
Yeah, Arden Hills hitting 2.
Line looks good on this one. Looks like they're going to be just inside nose. Pick that out. Nice shot. Rolls out the back. And Arden Hills shifting gears, trying to go on over onto the other side, top 8. Maureen Gay being asked to put this one in the house. Just came up a little bit short of the redstone.
Won't matter. It's going to have to go away.
Yep. Sweepers holding line on this one. Trying to get another little roll over onto the red. Okay. Still looks like Arden Hills is shot.
Yeah, they're sitting 1. Tough decision for them now is either should you run off this rock on the center line or should you come around and try to get your deuce now? They're coming around.
Yep. Looks like they're off the guard. Just got to be careful with weight. Going to come just behind T-line. Nice shot, though. Nice shot. Mostly covered.
drawing down to this.
Yeah.
Plenty of room for sure.
It's starting to curl hard now.
Just maybe a little heavy. It's just not coming up.
Well, they're going to get a little.
It's going to catch a
Still
piece.
be outside, yeah.
Rolls away. Arden Hills still sitting 2. Chance to draw in for 3.
Yeah, I'm thinking Detroit's looking for a run back sooner or later here, so that's.
Yeah, run back or raise. Use that rock on the center line. This one's starting to cut.
Yeah, they're on the red.
Oh, and they're not going to like that. Don't know who shot. Looks like it's still 2 for Arden Hills.
Yeah. Here comes the raise.
You got plenty of cover now with that short bluestone in the top 12. Don't need to move this very far. I think I heard them call backline wait.
Got a couple catchers back there too.
Ooh. Needed to come up.
Yeah. Arden Hill's still looking for the draw. Maybe the raise, I don't know. Or the guard?
The trouble is that Detroit's going to try to raise that center line stone again.
Yep.
That's the danger rock.
Yep.
This is Lisa Rudolph III from Richfield, Minnesota. Been curling for 8 years. Nice shot there, like 3, but they're behind T-line.
Right. So either the follow down or the red raise. What do we see?
I think you follow that down.
Yeah.
She's looking at the raise again. There's a couple catchers.
Yep. Skip gets to shoot what they want.
They do.
Been times when I've wanted to make those raises or run backs because if I don't feel comfortable with draw weight or I don't know that line, sometimes you think that's the better shot. The one that you can make is it's always the right shot, right, Roger?
That's right.
The one you can make.
The one you can make. The wrong shot made is better than the right shot missed. Well, Melissa's got a couple cracks here. She's got 2 stones. She's got the center raise, and she's also got the drawdown. Which order you do this in maybe doesn't matter that much. Whichever one you choose, you need to make it. You want to make this on the low side if you can, because that's where your catchers are going to come into play. And it's going to be high side again, so just a little too much weight and hits it on the wrong. Oh, it just...
Oh,
it worked
good
out.
Weight. Really good weight.
It worked out.
Now what does Paula do?
Can you run red into red? Probably sticks around somewhere, right?
I don't know if you can erase that blue on the 12. She's looking to draw.
And the blue raise is there.
Mm-hmm. And she's got hammer.
Actually, if you come with enough weight, you should be able to run that red right off the button. If you can catch, what, about half a rock here?
Yep.
Drive this stone onto shot stone.
And you're sitting 4.
And you're sitting a bundle, yep. Probably your best chance to do that is now. I was thinking Melissa wanted to drive that stone into that pocket over here, hitting it low side. She hit it high side and drove it under these corners. It's potentially vulnerable there. Need a good stone here from Paul Armstrong.
Close. Looks close. You're very close.
Too thick. Needed a half a rock. Yeah, Paula Armstrong is from Eveleth, Minnesota. She's curled for, I hope this is not a typo, 60 years. Got some experience. Likes golf, exercise, book club, and mentoring grandkids curling. Says hello to Sapa and Tony from Brainerd.
So I think Detroit here wants to guard. Like we said before, don't protect that shot rock. Don't want to drop a pile.
Yeah, I don't think the angle raise is there anymore.
It's not there, no. It's too
red
far out.
Red one's in the way. The one thing you don't want to do here is leave any kind of in-off for Arden Hills. Oh dear. Just going to rearrange some rocks. Don't really want to move anything here. Oh, and they opened up the angle again. Did not want to touch that blue rock. So now there is an angle. Once again, they opened that up. It was not there.
Yeah, they could pull 4 out of this.
I don't think Melissa even needed to throw to steal. And they've opened up an angle raise now for Paula Armstrong to play an angle raise for 5. You're going to have to throw some weight, though.
Yep. Oh, it's over curling. Oh.
Unfortunate. So a steal of 2. For Detroit, they lead by 6 after 6 ends of play. Most of our games out here are kind of running off the boards.
Yeah, we're on sheet 1. Madison, after 5, is up 8-1 over Broomstones. On sheet 3, up 8-0
Yeah, St. Paul's up 8-0 over Nutmeg.
Yeah. On sheet 4, looks like 6-2. Comp Wisconsin.
Just narrowed to 6-3 after 5.
Oh, after 6-3, sorry. On sheet 5, we're up 8-2. Comp West. That's after 6. And then over on sheet 6, that's up 8-1. Denver after 5. So, Roger, you said these are 10-end games. Is there a minimum number of ends required?
There is not until the finals, is what we're informed.
Okay. And what's the minimum in the finals?
I'm not sure. I think it's 6, but I'd have to double check with our umpire. Down 6 here in the 7th end. Arden Hills needs to generate some offense and fast.
Put some guards up. I have to ask Jenny what tartan that is she's wearing. If there's a particular clan or just a stylized tartan. Oop.
Okay, stabilizer malfunction over on sheet 3, and parts went flying.
Yeah, looks like it broke. Doesn't look like anybody's hurt, thank goodness. Cleaning the ice up now. So we're getting a wall built up here in our 7th end.
I don't know if the ice is tightening up. There are now 4 short rocks.
Stephanie Whitmore moving some rocks around here. A little bump up. Looks like blue moved in for shot. And red on the outside just biting on the 12.
I think if you're Detroit, you're bringing some heavyweight shots now. 5 rock rule is done.
Yep, keep it clean. Oh, this one reversed. It looked like it kind of straightened out there.
I don't know if it lost a handle or
Yeah.
what.
In for shot, but it's open, so Detroit's going to hit that. Try to roll under. Certainly on the inside.
Going to get a nice roll. And there you
Very
go.
nice, into the 4.
Underneath a pile of red rocks.
Made that look too easy.
And we have our first final, Denver over Schenectady, so they move on. All of our great games in this draw today are loser elimination games.
Looks like Madison over Broomstones as well is now a final. So here's some weight heading down from Arden Hills. Looks like jumble things up a little.
Trying to move some of these reds around.
There we go.
Got 2 moving.
Now there's some blue rays possibilities. So with two teams or 2 sheets now cleared, Roger, without those bodies out there, the ice might get a little slow.
Should tighten up, especially on sheets 2 and 5, since 1 and 6 have vacated. Looking for a guard here. Want to make sure they cover that blue stone. Need to finish that a little bit, so they left it open. They can at least open it up, if not run it back.
Yeah, run back, and if you can nose the shot rock, sitting 2.
Well, it gets interesting now.
So Arden in for 2nd and 3rd. Shot still fully protected, but those runbacks are certainly runbacks there.
Another guard attempt. By Dana Jankowski. This has got to move. They need to finish this.
Sweep it.
They left a hole for the run back. Boy, I'd love to have seen that guard maybe 6 inches further over.
I mean, the port is there, but
It's
pretty
tight.
It's tight. Yeah, have to throw weight at that. Doesn't look like Paul is even looking at that. Looks like she's doing the angle race.
It's like a blue, blue, blue. Not sure the angles are great here.
No, it's tricky.
Not a lot of weight on this one.
She might get a little bump up to just touch the 8. Still second. Now they're sitting second, third, fourth at lonely shot rock, but I don't.
You got to get to it.
Yeah, got to get to it.
Gonna have to clear a guard or two to get access to that run back. This is the rock you don't like, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of that rock. You got some potential.
Got some options.
Down to skip rocks here. On the 7th end. Melissa Turbo looking to throw another guard.
Okay.
I think you got to get rid of this center guard. The center guard's got to go. Either play this run back now, and if you're going to miss it, make sure that center guard goes away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try to come through the port. If you miss the port, make sure you clear that guard.
Might be room this way to get just to the center line side of that blue rock and run it back. So you're talking about getting to this side of the rock and running it back onto shot stone.
Yep.
The port's there, it's just really tight, but I think the guard you want to run off, if you're going to miss it, that center one is the one that has to go.
Yeah, with hammer, you got to give yourself a chance to score here.
Right. Hit the outside guard, it's a little tougher. It'd be a little easier for Melissa Turbo to guard up. If you wreck on this one, on the outside. First skip rock, 7th end for Paula Armstrong. Bringing good weight here.
On the outside?
Going to be on the outside one. Oh, and that rolled over for a guard.
That move, it looks like Arden is still second shot, touching the 8 foot, or did that?
Yeah, they're still second shot.
Yeah, right there.
That's 2. That one shot. I think Melissa would just like to lob a guard right in there, somewhere in the hole.
Sure. Oh, she's changing her mind. Let's see if we can figure out what she's thinking. She's thinking about, oh no. She's not thinking about a red raise.
I wouldn't be raising anything here.
No.
I think she may be worried that there's a red-blue
yeah.
combo, right, for 2. That looks pretty tough. I think if you half cover this redstone, both of those options are moot.
Mm-hmm.
And the bonus is they do have this rock on the side of the 12. That's actually out counting 2 of the Arden Hill stones.
Yep.
So worst case scenario, if everything went off the rails, I don't think they could give up more than 2. This looks like a good rock. Oh, it picked.
Ooh.
But I think it's good enough. I don't think there's anything there. That double angle raise is very tough. Although it might be their best option.
Yeah, that's what they're looking at.
I think you run this on the outside. You got to hit this pretty thin. Got to hit this on the center line side. Yep, that's what they're looking at, I think.
Yeah.
Well, this will be exciting. This will be way too many angles for me to calculate. I'm usually good for 1.
Get my protractor out here.
This is 3 angles. Too many sines and cosines and cosecants for me to figure out. Last rock, 7th end. Looking for something special here. It's close. Nope.
Over curled just a bit. Steal 1.
Steal of 1. Another one on the board for the red team. So Detroit leads 10-3 after 7.
All right, so we also had a finish on sheet 5. So Comp West over Green Mountain. Last score I see there is 10-2. So on sheet 4, we've got Comp Wisconsin, who's now up 9-3 after 7. And after 7, we're 10-3. St. Paul over Nutmeg after 7. So just three games left in progress this afternoon.
And I think all 3 of those are nearing a point that they'll fold their tents.
Depends if they had a late breakfast or not. It would be my one of my decisive factors, is how hungry I am.
I've never come up with a good strategy for down 7 with 3 to play.
Very tight guard put up by Detroit. Linda Turner for Arden Hills. That one's going to come right into the rings. Good crowd here today in the warm room, Roger.
Yeah,
Watching all the curling action.
Starting to pick up a little bit. I think it'll get a little rowdier tonight as some of these teams are eliminated and they retire to the warm room to enjoy some beverages and watch some good curling.
Is there a draw after the 3 o'clock?
There is an 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock draw tonight. I have to check my schedule. There is one after the 3 o'clock. So there is an entertainment draw. It is 7 p.m. tonight.
7, okay.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple of B event semifinals. And we'll have the D event semifinals. So those should be some pretty good games. Only 4 games going tonight. So I think the warm room crowd will be quite lively. And of course our 3 o'clock games include all 4
the A semifinals?
Teams in the A event, so the A semis.
Nice. So Arden's got a couple in here right now. One just behind T.
It's like a half rock double is available. It looks like you're just going to come down to shot rock. Oh, they just robbed. They lost it. They lost it. Look perfect.
It's a game of millimeters, isn't it? Should I say inches?
That depends on whether or not you're Canadian, eh?
Eh? Looks like Maureen's going to pick this one out. Weight looks good. Trying to hold the line. Just going to jam.
Got caught in the old sheet 2 straight spot.
Yeah.
Just didn't move.
So Melissa says freeze to it or anything out in front on the center line to protect it. So
I'd be tempted just to pound that red rock on the outside and get rid of a blue.
if they're out of the house, they can't score.
Yeah, you got a 7-point lead. There's just no reason I see to leave any blue rocks laying around the house.
This one's looking hot. A little heavy.
Yeah, so Detroit is in that spot of the game where they have a bigger lead than they have ends left to play. It's usually a good time to kind of go into your defensive shell.
Hit, hit, hit.
Hit everything. Everything that's the wrong color. And maybe some of the stuff that's the right color.
Oh, another tick.
But it gets a little dangerous, right? Because now there's 3 blues in the house. And you can't double the blues out now that are sitting in the 8-foot. They're actually lined up in a way that they'll probably jam. Top one will jam. They got to start moving some blues, though.
Yep.
And they could have moved that on the previous shot. They could have run their own red and the blue off safely. Now they're caught trying to remove some frozen stones. Are they going to catch one? Uh-oh. That was not an ideal result, and now things are getting interesting. Tap that red back, and all of a sudden, blue's in business.
Yeah. Nothing to protect it, wide open. Sounds like the peanut gallery sees that as well.
Don't want to throw a lot of weight at this. You want to keep your shooter around, so
yep.
Probably a hackish weight.
Looks like it's over curling. Gonna jam.
Got rid of some backing, though.
Yep.
That's now a very lonely red in the house.
Push the one blue out the back. The very lonely red. So yeah, the red freezes. A shot to play there.
I still think you need to be hitting some rocks here.
Yeah, if you come up short on the freeze.
You freeze and bounce and leave a double, you're suddenly looking at maybe giving up 4. Just so easy to get sucked into that draw game, you know?
Yep.
When you're up. And sometimes you need to be able to switch gears.
This looks like it's over curling.
It's in a fairly good spot. So Detroit sitting 1 and 3. Hardin Hill sitting 2, 4, and 5. Way more rocks in play than I would like have being up 7, that's for sure.
Yep. So is this just a little hit and roll?
Just keep this shooter around somewhere. That works.
Okay. There's a lot of blue in the way. Yeah, nice roll. If you can roll into the into those blues over after this hit. So we just finished up on sheet 4. Wisconsin over Coyotes.
Just looking for a little hit and flop right onto the second shot there. Most important thing for Detroit is to make sure you hit this stone and remove it.
It's moving. It's moving hard.
And pretty nice result there.
Yep.
Tell you what, though.
Still get to that.
Yeah, just push it back a little, right?
Yep.
Sit right in that pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Hardin Hills can come down, just get a little push back and roll. Probably want to push that back maybe to the back 8, right?
Sure.
Almost back 12, so we can bring all these blue rocks into play. Get into this. Get into this pocket.
Where's that red? Is that red top of the 4? Is that second or third?
It's
Looks like third.
Right now, it looks like third rock. Yep, definitely third.
Okay, Paul's looking at planning on coming the other turn here. Gonna try to double the reds out.
Yep, there's an option.
Okay, Paul Armstrong. First stone. She's got weight. Looks like okay, push the one back.
Well, not a bad result.
So here's the tricky part. If you remove that shot rock, blue's sitting 4, even if you lose the shooter. So what do you do? Freeze to it?
They got to freeze in the pocket.
Yep.
Detroit's got to put one right there.
Yep.
You got to put a rock somewhere. You can't get it out.
Yep.
Because,
so, go ahead.
Yeah, right now they're looking at dropping 5 if they don't do something really good here.
Yeah. So we just had St. Paul final over Nutmeg.
Yeah, they took a 5 in the last end.
So Roger, we picked the right game to stream today. This is the last game in progress out of our 6 sheets this afternoon.
Last rock, 8th end for Detroit. One more to come. They're looking to freeze a rock in the pocket.
I think they gotta go.
Is this going to make the rings?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They've already got the broom down for the hit. Paula Armstrong with a chance to score a 5-ender. That will put them back in the game. Last rock, 8th end. Paul Armstrong looking to hit shot rock. And it's money. Count them up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a mittful. And Arden Hills is back in business. The lesson there is that Detroit didn't remove blue rocks when they had a chance.
Yep.
And when they did have a chance, the angles weren't great. They waited a bit too late, and things kind of spiraled.
Looks like there's some conversation going on here.
Saying one of the first things that they impress upon you in any kind of competitive curling camp is not to let the rocks build up. And it's incredible how conservative the teams they coach are when they start talking strategy and tactics.
Well, we've seen some big ends today. We saw earlier draw. We saw a 7-ender. So certainly plausible.
Yeah, team scored a 7-ender and had to play an extra end to notch the victory.
So after 8 2-ends left, Detroit's up by 2. So obviously Detroit certainly wants to take 1 at least here. Nice to get 2.
Yeah, the number one goal here is to
don't allow the steal.
Not give up another steal. You could do lots of things here. You could score 1, you could score a deuce, you could blank, but steal would not be ideal. I think up 3 without should be fairly comfortable as long as you're hitting stones.
I'll have a little pillow. I'll grab one of those pillows for the next broadcast.
And you've got a team that's capable of hitting, as long as that doesn't bother them. This one looks to be moving quite a bit. Okay, everything behind the tee.
Yeah, I'm not liking the freeze here. Up 2 with hammer. I think I'm pounding something. That rock's in a good spot.
Yep. Couple of jammers behind it.
Paula Armstrong didn't get her leadoff guard here in this end, so she's going to resort to throwing some freezes. Still early in the end. It's going to be a little chip and freeze. Yes, it is. That is pretty good. Things getting a little messy here in the 9th. A lot of rocks in play. Not exactly what you want with a lead and that last rock.
Start throwing some weight and getting rocks out of the way.
Yeah, the Detroit rock on the back 4 is totally useless at this point. It would be fine just to unstick it. Good nose hit. The frozen blue rock, sit right there, would be a good shot.
Making contact. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Reds out in front.
Yeah, so reds are the control rocks now. They're in front of the blue rocks. That's where you want them to be.
He's going to hit the red.
Another freeze.
Whoa.
Getting messy, messy. I think that blue one can safely go. You can double out a couple of blues here if you get right to the nose.
Yep.
So your red's not going anywhere on that side. It's pretty much locked in.
Looks like Melissa's calling a freeze, though.
The more rocks left in play, I think the more Paula Armstrong is going to be happy.
All right. Okay, so she pushed the blue back. Kept the Schroeder. But those two reds are wide open, no backing. This one's a little outside. Okay, moves a few things around.
Good result now. Blues on top of red.
Yep. I don't know. Would you hit?
I'm hitting something. I'm hitting the getting rid of two blues here.
Hitting those. If you nose probably just off nose that blue, you get those two in the back.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So Diane Jankowski here. Looks like she chips one and freezes up against the blue. Just on the button.
And Paul's going to push that back. So Lisa Rudolph. A little delicate tap back attempt. This one's over curling.
Yeah, I think this is making contact with a red. Oh. A lot of rocks in there, Roger.
There are a ton of rocks, mostly behind tee line. So there's a wall back there now. So I think Diana can probably lock one on the button. And it will take a while to remove it.
It's coming right in. Lots of backing now.
Well, they can push some stuff to the back again.
Mm-hmm.
4 rocks left. Paula Armstrong looking to push this redstone back into the pocket in the back. I think she's just looking to come down to this rock and nudge it back into this hole. There is one rock out of play this end. One.
One.
This is not generally how you would draw it up with hammer and lead.
No.
I'd like to have one rock in play. That would be my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Continuously.
Absolutely.
One rock in play.
Keep that house clean as a whistle.
This one's going to over curl. But not bad. It's in a control position.
Yep. And there's room to push that red back.
There is indeed. There is a little pocket for it to nestle in.
Yeah. What do we say? Room for two?
Well, there's only room for one for that red.
Mm.
It goes back.
Yep.
It doesn't go far. The tough part is that blue is in a great position. Well, this is going to consume some thinking time. There's a lot of angles here.
I can't see the clock, how much time they've got left. Looks like they've got, at least 5 minutes.
So they're pretty good. They can't burn more than about a minute here this end. Minute and a half. Want to leave a little room for next end.
Critical shot right here for Melissa.
Not sure what she's got in mind here. She's trying to chip that blue one off the top. And that one over curled.
Yeah. Well, she snuggled another one into the 4. Blue's still in control, though.
Now, if you pound the blue one into the red and it pushes,
you
can't see what's going on. You push this red back into the pocket. That goes back there. Is blue shot? And the answer, I think, is yes. And then can you get it out?
Oof. Yeah.
I think you hit this just a shade high.
It's a wall of granite back there.
Yeah, we're over 500 pounds of granite in the back.
Here we go.
This is the last rock of the 9th end for Paula Armstrong. She's just looking to push her blue rock up into the button. This line looks pretty good. Coming up. It's got to come up a little more. Got to come up a little more. And I don't think so. I think red is sitting 1. Hit it just a little bit on the high side.
So what do? Do you throw one away?
You can't do anything here without messing things up.
Yeah, right. I don't know. It's a risk. It's risky.
Yeah, even if you try to tip, you could try to tip this red in for 2, but well, you could just pound this on the high side, right? And it just goes completely out. So here, let's just take a little look at this.
And then you get 3.
Hit that high side. It goes off this one. It comes off this one, and it probably spins back up this way. And I think you'll come out with at least 2.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go.
I think she threw it away.
Yep. Take their 1.
Strategic move.
So up 3 after 9. Arden Hills with the Blue Rocks will have the last rock advantage coming home in 10.
And our ice crew is out there busy getting the other sheets ready for our 3 o'clock draw. Coming up soon.
Yeah, they've got to do a quick scrape, pebble and nip. Getting a little head start over on sheet 5.
It's like Melissa giving a little strategy discussion. We're up 3 without.
No guards.
No guards. Nothing light.
Well, the last time Paula had hammer, she generated a 5 spots. So
Yeah.
Detroit probably doesn't want to repeat that experience. And that would mean keeping things clean. Put this right on the top 4 or top 8.
Yep.
And then let Paula figure out how to get the deuce. Well, she needs more than a deuce. She needs 3.
Yep. See, both teams have about 4 minutes left of thinking time.
Should be ample.
Yep.
Just going to tap these to the back of the rings. This is the old Bang Blue Rocks, right?
That's right. If you can see it, hit it.
And they took that straight side turn. Just got a piece. Oh, those of us who've come down that side know that feeling all so well.
I've done that so many times.
Bad memories of that sheet. Both the men's and mixed championship. They're not using their guards here. They're playing in the house, and going to be hard to generate a 3. Playing stones in. Hit anything.
Yeah. Looks like this one's gonna maybe just make contact. So we're getting back into the freeze game. Red sitting shot.
But behind tee line.
It's like this one's coming right up to the red. Looks like we're bumping back. And red rolls out in the open, just behind tee.
Yeah, getting a bit ugly here because blue's building up stones. Reds are all behind tee line.
Yep. Looks like Paul's going to play the bump back.
Just a little freeze here. Freeze and bump back later.
It's over curling a little.
Good spot though, hard to get, you can't get that blue one out. And getting messy, got those red catchers in the back.
Yeah, it's looking like the eighth end.
Red on the back button is in danger. Overthrew this one. Now you tap that blue up.
So Paul's looking to push this red back, it looks like.
Yep, a little tap.
Looks close. Sweepers are holding it.
Very nice.
Nice shot.
Got to get rid of some blue rocks.
Yep.
You can get rid of one here, but I don't think you can get rid of more than one. Too many catchers in the back.
Yep.
Oh, no. Now Arden Hills is sitting three.
You freeze one in, or do you try to?
Yeah, you got to freeze another one somewhere.
Yep.
Make it hard for them to get them all out. So this rock on the back four is in front of all those catchers. This one's hard to get at, and so freezing somewhere above this one,
Yeah.
makes it hard to get rid of all those. Wow. So now Arden's hitting 4. It's desperation time.
Yeah, now you've got to freeze.
You've almost got to freeze
You
to
got to
something.
freeze to the.
Not hitting your way out of this now.
No.
The only double available is out here, and that would just be conceding 3.
Yep. What do you like the freeze on the shot rock? Right on the, maybe a corner freeze?
I think if you corner freeze here, then you've got to jam against these, right?
Yep. Interesting. She's coming this way. She's going the other side.
Is she hitting?
I don't know. Tight ice.
The Blues just jam everywhere.
Yeah.
Threw it out.
Oh.
Arden Hill's hitting 3. They can just keep looping stones in.
What an exciting game this afternoon, Roger. Looked like it was said and done with, and then, of course, that's curling.
And I say this very kindly, being a person of age myself, but I think old age and treachery here is catching up with youth and inexperience. Paula knows what she's doing. She's posing lots of problems for the Detroit skep, Melissa Turbo. Paula Armstrong with her first. She's just looking to sit 4 somewhere where it's difficult to get a double.
Sweeper's going after this one hard. This is coming over to the other side.
Line looks really good.
Yeah.
Don't want to overbake this.
No.
Might have. Is it going to hang on?
Gonna roll over.
Well, they're still sitting 4.
However, everything's behind tee.
That was heavier than they wanted to be. I think Paula would like to have been top 4 there.
So this is Melissa's last shot.
She's got a freeze in the pocket.
Yep. She's up 3. Her last shot. She's got to make sure that she puts it somewhere where
she needs to be right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Even that might not work. That might squirt through the hole. She might need to be closer to nose frozen here.
She's got just under 52 seconds left to get this shot off. So not only is it her last rock, she's drawing against 4, but she's got now 35 seconds to get this ready and out the.
Plenty of time.
Yep.
Can't overcurl this.
Good. 14 seconds left on the clock. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And there is space. There's space.
Yeah, she just got to pick that out.
Yep, pick it out, half a rock.
Doesn't even need to keep the shooter.
Half a rock. This can roll anywhere. It doesn't matter. This one goes away.
Yep. What an exciting finish to this afternoon's game.
Looked like it was going to be a snoozer there for a while, then all of a sudden it came back to life. Last rock, 10th end. Paul Armstrong for the win. Needs to chip out shot stone. Line looks really good. And it jammed. And it's a win. A nervous win for Detroit. They come out victorious.
An exciting finish.
Called 11-9. Just over curled that last stone.
Congratulations, Melissa Turbo, Diane Jankowski, Stephanie Whitmore, and Jenny Levy.
Thanks for tuning in and watching. We'll be back at 3 o'clock with the A semifinals. For now, Roger Roulette and Tim Crofton. This is the Utica Curling Channel.